Welcome to this new video where we're going to talk about surveillance, security cameras, and sirens. Not sirens like that, I don't want those, we've heard enough of them, right? I'm talking about alarm sirens. As you saw in the video title, someone tried to break into our place during our last vacation, which was unsettling. We discovered this right after getting out of the car. A PVC shutter that was open and a rolling shutter on a bay window that was torn off and pulled out of its track. And screwdriver marks in the frame of a service door. The service door required strong men to open because a pallet with about 20 mortar bags blocked it. They tried forcing it open with a screwdriver or small crowbar. I don't know, but the fact is the frame is damaged, so I'm not going to tear up the drywall all around the door just to replace the door, just for a frame that's only damaged. I'm going to take the router a bit, trim all that down, and it'll be just fine. The shutter, we had a storm a few years ago. They replaced the damaged PVC shutters for us, and I kept the ones that were still in good condition. I'll be able to replace them. The insurance will reimburse me for the damaged pair and I'll set it aside. If one day we have another storm or a break-in, well, PVC for shutters is really good because there's zero maintenance, but on the other hand, it opens very easily. To address this problem, I made some grills that I can put in place when we're away and remove when we come back, for example, from vacation. I made a video about it, I'll put the link in the description. So for me, the grills are just there to deter. You have to understand that if someone really wants to get into a house, they'll manage to do it. Whatever happens, the goal is to slow that person down.
You're going to have to do better than that, kid.
A camera records the scene, sends you real-time phone alerts, and lets you contact police or gendarmerie.
You're done for!
So, about the roller shutter, why did they give up? Most likely it got stuck in its track, given that even a normal aluminum roller shutter is already heavy. It's already heavy, but if it's also stuck in the track, it's impossible to lift. On top of the noise it must have made, so was it the noise that made them run away? Or was it the weight of the shutter stuck in its track? Impossible to lift the window bars? I have no idea, but anyway, that's how it stayed. And when it was our turn, well, surprise. After that, it was the usual stuff. Report, police, photos, insurance, and so on. The insurance takes care of everything. They're going to replace the aluminum roller shutter and replace the pair of PVC shutters for me, so we don't come back from vacation to find the shutters ripped off. I'm going to install surveillance cameras on the front and back of the house, in partnership with Netatmo. For those of you who are more observant, you may have noticed that there was actually a Netatmo camera placed right here. For the past several videos. Actually, I'm monitoring myself when I film videos. No, actually, it's more to keep an eye on the garage and the tools. So this is the outdoor camera. I also have an indoor camera in the house. I've been testing both the indoor and outdoor cameras for several weeks now. I mentioned them on Instagram when I received them, but I didn't really go into detail. I wanted to form my own opinion before telling you about it. And since it works perfectly, and on top of that, we had a small attempted break-in, well, the Netatmo family has grown. But looking back, the outdoor camera had no business being in the garage. I should have just installed it outside right away. At least then I could have seen what happened when some joker tried to rip off my shutters. So, for those who don't know Netatmo, it's been around for over 10 years. They're part of the Legrand Group, which you know for electrical products and installation systems. They design connected devices for the home, which allow you to live in a safer, healthier, and more comfortable house. So, with Netatmo, there are several advantages. First of all, there are no subscription fees or additional costs. You get real-time alerts on your smartphone, and the video quality is in full HD. As for storage, it's on a micro SD card or on Dropbox, for example. You can disable recording and notifications for familiar faces. The data is protected, the user's privacy is respected, and it's 100% scalable. Updates and new features are added regularly. So, in the Netatmo range, you'll of course find the indoor and outdoor cameras, the door and window opening sensors, and the smart siren. You'll also find connected devices like the weather station I'll show you soon, a smart doorbell, the smoke detector, the carbon monoxide detector, the air quality sensor, the thermostats, and the radiator valve heads. So as you can see, the range is very broad. For now, what interests me are the outdoor camera, the door and window opening sensors, and the smart siren. And since there are no subscription fees, I cancelled with the previous provider, who had been charging me 70 euros a month for 7 years, for in the end, not much. So, Do the math. 70 euros a month for 7 years, that's quite a sum. All that just for it to go off only if someone enters the house after they've already gotten inside, with the siren blaring everywhere. They're asked for a code to identify themselves, and if they don't provide it, the police are called. Meanwhile, the person still has time to wander around and help themselves. But that's all changed now with Netatmo. I'll get a phone notification as soon as a person or vehicle intrudes on the property. Knowing the outdoor camera distinguishes between vehicles, animals, and harmless movements. But if I see someone poking around on my property when I'm not there, then it's war. I'll call the SWAT team. Well, you get it? A camera lets you monitor your house when you're away, but there are other uses too, like making sure the kids got home from school, keeping an eye on an elderly person, or watching your pet to see if it's really the cat knocking over the vase. Monitoring a second home and tracking who comes and goes, especially if you've given your keys to a contractor. And even if you have doubts about your partner's faithfulness. Okay, it's an extreme method, but if you see the mail carrier stop at your house daily, you should check the camera's SD card. You'll probably say I'm going crazy. But in 10 years in this house, it's the second time someone has tried to break in. No one got in, there's no trauma, but we're becoming more and more suspicious. Well, anyway, we live in a time where you have to put up cameras, you have to protect yourself. But like I told you earlier, if someone wants to get in, they'll manage to do it no matter what. But if we can discourage them, slow them down. And if during that time a camera records the scene, it gives you time to react. So you can always simulate someone being home with motion sensor lights. Remotely control connected shutters and add a surveillance sticker. However, the best solution is installing a camera with a siren, which is what we plan to do. This helps your insurance and the police since the scene was recorded and a similar incident occurred nearby. Well, you're 100% covered and it makes the police's job easier. Okay, now that I've given you some explanations, I'm going to film the products for you and then install the cameras. So, if you like my videos, the best way to support me is to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell to get new videos and give a big thumbs up. You can also follow me on Instagram by following me. I post photos and videos regularly. We'll start with the weather station. Check the box, then proceed with installations. So, smart weather station, real-time indoor and outdoor data, indoor air quality measurements, real-time notifications, data history. So we open it up, we find the indoor module with a very sleek design. It's clean, that's what I was telling you earlier. And we have the outdoor module, it's the same, just smaller, a box in which we find the charger and the batteries for the outdoor module. The manual, the silica gel packet, tracking, everything is provided. Alright, let's begin installing the Netatmo weather station. Some may wonder why use a weather station when a smartphone app already provides weather updates. So, the advantage of the Netatmo weather station is that I can access precise and ultra-local data directly on my smartphone. So, I'll get the temperature, the humidity level, the outdoor air quality, and most importantly, the indoor air quality. You'll be able to measure the air quality in your home, know if it's healthy, when you need to air it out, and you'll have the measurement history. You'll be able to customize weather alerts, stay informed in real time, and set up personalized automations. You can adjust your heating based on the outdoor temperature. The station can be installed in a common area like the living room, but should be kept away from heat sources and sunlight. And for the outdoor module, it should be sheltered from wind, sun, and rain. So I took out my phone, I'm going to film the screen, it will show up here. We're going to set up the weather station using the app, and you'll see that it's very simple to install. So, I tap on the app and either you already have an account or you create one. I'm going to log in since I already have an account. I've entered my username and password. Which product would you like to install? Weather station, I tap on it. Please power up the main module of the Netatmo station. So I'm going to plug it in, the station, the cable, make sure it's facing the right way, plug it in, put it back down, and I tap on start. If the LED doesn't blink, touch the top of the station until it does. For me, it's blinking. Tap next. Is there a QR code on the back of the station? Yes, there is one. So now we're moving on to the Wi-Fi setup. I get the QR code, I start pairing, we scan it, it's good. So, next it asks me where I want to place the weather station. Living room, okay, continue. So now it's asking me if I want to use a provided name or a custom name for each item. For me, this works perfectly as it is. So now we're moving on to the outdoor module. So it's relatively quick to install, quick and easy. So now we can insert the batteries into the outdoor module. A quarter turn, we remove it and we can insert the batteries by unscrewing the two screws. We get the batteries. You can't mess up since plus and minus are clearly marked. And finally, we screw it back on. And once we're done, we put it back in, give it a little quarter turn, and that's it. So we've inserted the batteries into the outdoor module. We can continue installing the outdoor module, protect the module from direct sunlight and other sources of heat, and place it in a well-ventilated area. So for my part, for now, I'm going to put it on a windowsill, knowing that we can also mount it on a wall. There's the screw and the wall plug like this, but for now, I'm not really sure yet. I'll see if I put it in front or on the side, so for now, on the windowsill. That will work just fine. So for now, I've placed the outdoor module on a windowsill. I'll fix it later. Let's continue. Automatic measurements. Your stations automatically record regular measurements. On-demand measurements. You can take measurements on demand by touching the touch button on the indoor module. Notifications. Your stations send an alert to your phone when a significant event occurs. CO2, humidity, temperature. So now we're at the point of joining the community. And here we go. We click, boom, I get to the app. It's awesome. I'm not sure why I'm showing you this. It's a bit cloudy here. Sometimes nice, sometimes overcast. The pressure, how it feels, the humidity level, air quality 24, so it's good. We're pretty comfortable outside. Next, what do we have? Rain gauge. You can optionally add a rain gauge if you want to measure the amount of water, then an anemometer if you want to measure the wind speed. And below, so here we're looking at the inside, 22.1 degrees C, so the temperature is mediocre. Is it really mediocre? Indoor CO2 level? We should ventilate. This morning while cutting wood, there was smoke everywhere and it didn't smell good. Could that have an effect? I'm not sure, but I should probably ventilate. A sound level meter measures noise in decibels. I'm alone in the workshop now, so it's quiet. This morning was noisier when I was cutting boards. Humidity. Indoor humidity is 63%. Well, you get it. We have quite a few options. A little graph is displayed. I'll look at all that in detail when I have a bit more time. For now, what interests me is security. And the cameras? The outdoor camera with a siren, you get real-time alerts if there's a burglar or an intrusion. And what I was telling you earlier, the little logo, Legrand, is here. On the side, you see the app. I'll talk about it again. It detects humans, animals, and vehicles. So on the back, what does it tell us? You get real-time alerts if there's an intrusion, sensor-activated lighting, and a 105 decibel alarm. So let's open it. Here, this is the camera in white. We have the same one in black, only the color is different. So that's what it looks like. Here, we have the lighting part with the detector, and the camera is here on the side, on the back, underneath, and the mounting part, electrical connection. They provide us with stickers that we can put on a door or a shutter. That can be a deterrent, the manual, the QR code that you'll need to scan for installation, and if you want to do a reset, it's on the back where it happens. And we have a box in which we find the mounts, the key, the mounting plate, etc. Alright, we're ready to install the outdoor camera, and as you noticed, it's set up on a tripod. It's easier for me to install everything and set it up this way. I have everything on hand to film. It's also simpler. The app, the QR code, the camera, and once it's set up, I unplug it, we mount it on the wall with electrical wiring, anchors, screws, it's standard stuff. For the camera, it won't make any difference at all. Unplugging it will keep it configured. It's like there's a power outage, and when you plug it back in, it will restart. For the other camera, I've been thinking, I'm not going to mount it on the wall behind the house. I'm going to put it on the garden shed I built not long ago. That way I'll have a full view of the garden and the house. Alright, let's get started. I'm filming this screen at the same time. I'll show it to you. So the app is called Security. I click on it and for me it's already set up, of course, because I already have the indoor and outdoor cameras here. So how does it work? I'll give you a quick overview of the app. Here you can see the indoor camera. You can see my daughter sitting on the coffee table playing on the console. I can check what she's doing and we can see that there have been detections in the the garage. That's me. You see, I'm turning my back to the camera and you can go back. You see, everything shows up in the notifications. It shows up every hour, but you can disable familiar faces. Okay, next I have the outdoor camera. You see, it's filming me from behind. That's me you're seeing. You can see the back of my neck, my hair. If I start the live feed, well, you can see that I'm talking there actually. You can see the camera and me talking and the gesture I just made. Okay, so what we're interested in is installing a new camera. If this is your first time installing a camera, just follow the app's steps. You'll see, it's very simple. Otherwise, you go to the little settings gear, install new products, and there you'll find the list of all the products. What I'm interested in is the smart outdoor camera. I click on it, and then we get a little alert message. It tells you that the camera must be plugged in before proceeding with the setup. So that's what we're going to do. I'm plugging it in. Alright, here we go. Next, searching for the camera, we heard it activate. So then we move on to the Wi-Fi network, connect to our network. No, this one suits me perfectly. So next, we're going to start pairing. I'm scanning the QR code, so this accessory will be set up to access Orbi08. Orbi08 is the name of my network. The name of the accessory can be changed. I'm going to leave it as it is. That works for me. Next, during installation, it turns off, turns on, and blinks. That's completely normal. Configuration in progress. Congratulations, your product is now set up. So the camera restarted. It probably needed to do an update. It's done now. I have the indoor camera, the camera that's behind me, and this camera that's recording. So everything is working. I click, for example, actually, I wave my hand in front to see if it was working. I can even play the video. And you can even see the camera that's filming me. So that's all done. You see that it's very easy to set up. We can unplug it, install it on the facade, and set up the other camera. So I'm not going to film that part for you again. The setup will be exactly the same. Just so you know, the mounting plate that I put on at an angle, you need to set it at about 45 degrees. It's compatible with flush mount boxes. You take a flush mount box, unscrew the top screw, the right or left screw. You put the plate at an angle, you have the cable coming out, and at least you can mount your camera on a box. So, you saw that I put a seal around the base of the camera with the Robson FT101. I do have masking tape that sticks to rough cast, but I absolutely can't find it. The poor masking tape I had didn't stick to the rough cast, but it did stick to the wood. So the seal on the wood shed is very neat, but on the rough cast it's a bit less neat. But in a few days I won't even pay attention to it anymore. The goal is really to make it watertight all around so that water doesn't get in. So the Rapson FT101 can be applied on damp surfaces, easy to apply even at 5 degrees Celsius in any condition, can be painted over. You can use it with complete confidence, I've already told you about it several times. It's a great adhesive, it seals and it sticks, it's a polymer glue. You'll find the link in the description. As for the camera, I would have preferred a waterproof case that you can attach directly to the facade. We passed the conduit through, then 2 screws on each side. As soon as we've placed the camera on the central screw, it works very well. But at least we'd have a waterproof case, no need to make a seal all around. Okay, I opened the app again, it's showing up here. All the cameras are installed, so now I have 4 in the app, including the indoor camera that I brought here. I'll explain to you later why that is. There, it's moving around a bit in all directions. Okay, so what do we have next? The one behind me is still there, the front camera with my magnificent rental truck. I'm giving Hertz some free advertising, take advantage of it. We have the camera on the shed outside, so we have our 4 cameras. For now, it's this one that's detecting me. So, what did I want to show you? The new options now that all our cameras are installed. For example, if I click on the 3 little dots, so I've renamed some of them, living room indoor cam, workshop cam, garage cam, etc. You can rename them however you want. We go to the little gear, manage my home exterior, for example, garden shed cam, we click on it, we do the 3 little dots, rename, okay. Nothing complicated anyway, you have plenty of options. Just check the little gear to see what's going on and you'll find what you need. Let's return to the 3 dots, living room indoor cam. For example, I can disable the alert zone monitoring on the workshop cam. This one, I could create an alert zone only in one corner. Then I can disable the monitoring, the spotlight if I want. There it turns on, I turn it off, and now I set it to auto. So you have plenty of options, you do whatever you want. A camera, you could easily remove it, move it to another place, rename it for example. If I want to put it on a pillar so it films the gate, I rename it gate camera. Alright, for the cameras that's done, they're all set up. Now what interests me is placing the detectors and the smart alarm system. That's why I brought the indoor camera. I'm putting it here for now because I want to attach the detectors to the garage doors. Even if later on they'll be replaced by sliding glass doors or French doors. It doesn't matter. I'll remove the detectors and put them back on, knowing that I can add as many detectors as I want. But we know the traditional way of installing detectors on a door or a window, but on garage doors I've never installed any, so I'd like to see how it turns out. And of course, we're going to connect the alarm to the camera. We'll do a test. That's also why I brought the camera here, because I don't want to hurt my dog's ears. 110 decibels in the house, that's starting to get loud. Let's continue with the door and window sensors. There are 3 in the box. It's compatible with the indoor camera and also compatible with the Siren. It detects the opening of doors and windows. You can put it on a sliding glass door for example, or you could also put it on a French door. The detector itself is quite small. Of course, we have a manual, a small box in which we find the batteries and a tool to unlock the bottom part. The detector is a very good complement to a camera. Imagine you only have one camera and its field of view doesn't cover a window or a door. You stick the detector on the door or the window, and at the slightest detection of a vibration, it will send you a real-time alert on your phone. Imagine you're away from your house and you've given someone your keys. This allows you to check remotely if the doors and windows are properly closed. So for the detectors, it's like the indoor and outdoor cameras, the Siren and all the other Netatmo products. Everything goes through the app, so it shows up here again. Install new products. We scroll down the list to smart door and window sensor, we select it, and then we just follow the process. Don't install your detectors in their final location yet. We're going to configure the product first, so start. You just have to follow the steps, and it asks me to place the detector near the camera. That's why I'm bringing it over. So we're about 10 cm away. I put it here, then next, insert the batteries into your detector. I'm putting the phone down anyway. You have everything here. We unscrew it, then we take the batteries and insert them inside. Plus, and there, plus. Okay, we're good. Then we close it up, nothing complicated. Press down firmly, make sure it fits well. And what does it tell us? So the camera is searching for the detector. I'll leave the detector next to it then. However, I don't know if we can do them all at once or if we have to do them one by one. I think we have to do them one by one. We see a green light blinking, that's normal. If it's blinking, that's a good sign. Your detectors have been successfully paired and are now connected to your smart indoor camera. Next, where do I want to place it? Well, that's convenient. Garage next, customize the name of your detectors. I'll call it right door, for example. Next, the detector is being updated. This may take some time, we'll let it finish. The update is complete. Clean surface, attach the detector to a dry, clean and flat surface. Make sure there is a wide range of movement. That's good, the door has a wide range. Replacing the batteries. Leave enough space to change the batteries. That's logical. Make sure your sensors are within wireless range of the smart indoor camera. You can check the signal quality in your app settings. And so, congratulations. Your right door sensor has been successfully added to your camera. To install another detector or the others, I'll do it off camera. For now, what interests me is to place this detector on the door, then we'll connect the alarm and make it all go off on the back of the detector. Don't add any double-sided tape, there's already some. If I take it off, we can attach it directly. Come on. Now that I've started calibrating the detector, we'll also need to calibrate the door. It's simple. There are two icons. Just hold your finger on one, press calibrate, and it does it automatically. The Smart Indoor Siren, 110 decibels automatic activation, and you can make it seem like someone's home. So, baby crying, vacuum cleaner noise, dog barking, compatible with the indoor camera, window detectors at 10 decibels. It activates and deactivates as soon as you come home, no false alarms. It recognizes faces and easy to install. We open. And it looks like a Bluetooth speaker. Always some little instruction stickers. Instructions?
10.
And you'll see that this will set itself up automatically. Last step, and we've completed the installation. This is the Smart Siren, so it's a great addition to the camera, just like the detectors. As soon as the camera detects an intruder, it goes off at 110 decibels. Another benefit of the smart alarm with the indoor camera is you don't need your phone to deactivate it. When you come home in the evening, the camera recognizes you and deactivates the alarm. If an intruder enters and tries to turn off the alarm, you are automatically notified, as I mentioned. Tout à l'heure, avec cette alarme, on peut simuler une présence. It can play pre-recorded sounds like a baby crying or a dog barking. And ideally, the siren should be placed no more than 1 meter from the indoor camera. You can attach it with screws, or you can simply place it on a shelf or a piece of furniture and it will work perfectly. So, the app appears again just like earlier. The little hole is set up. New products. We look for Smart Indoor Siren in the list, we click on it. Do not install your siren in its final location yet. We will first set up the product, start. So here we follow the installation steps. I'm told to place it 10 centimeters from the indoor camera. Next, remove the plastic tab from the battery compartment or remove the 4 batteries and reinsert them. Remove the tab. It lit up green and now it immediately says pairing successful. So it's installed in record time. Your Siren G75FF85 is now connected to your smart indoor camera. Next, as a tip for placement, the Siren should be installed in the same room as the camera and there should be no obstacles between them. It is strongly recommended to install the Siren on the ceiling or high up on a wall, making it inaccessible in case of intrusion. Next, install the wall plate using the screws provided. Personally, I think I'll just place it on a shelf. I'll show you next how to secure the Siren. Well, that's the usual setup done, so now I have a little message. Critical alert. The Plus Security app can send you alerts to notify you of critical events at any time. Even if Do Not Disturb mode is enabled, because right now I actually have Do Not Disturb mode on. Allow notifications, and we're good, so here I am. In the Siren options, you can see the model, the radio signal, the battery level, which is really important, the firmware version, the gateway, and so on. Alright, everything is set up, and just for fun, we're going to trigger the alarm. 110 decibels, I don't have headphones on purpose. I want to hear those 110 decibels. Let's see what happens. How about you? I think I'm going to lower the volume a bit so it doesn't screech into the mic, but I'll still hear it and I hope it blows out my eardrums. Here we go. Ah, honestly, that really rings in your ears. I can still hear the noise even though I stopped it. I can still hear it, so it works well. Now we're going to do a test with the motion detector. I'm going to activate the alarm, open the door, and it should start blaring. So, there's a product I haven't shown you until now. You've seen it. It's the indoor camera. I already have it, it's set up, and it works perfectly. But for the installation, it's just like the outdoor camera, like the Siren, like the detectors, everything happens in the app. We go to the little gear, install new products, smart indoor camera, and follow the installation procedure. I'm not repeating it since mine is set up, but this one is different. To connect to Wi-Fi, just turn it over. Once connected, set it up right again. And of course you have to scan the QR code, but it's very easy to install and everything works well. We heard the 110 decibel alarm, the cameras work, everything is set up. So there's one thing I didn't mention. Let's say you leave your house and forget to activate the alarm. No matter where you are, you can do it from anywhere with this app. Everything works, I'm happy, and I can monitor the tools. This was already true with this camera, but I'll likely replace it with an indoor one. This one, I'll put it on my garden shed and I'll be able to monitor the whole house, and at least I can have peace of mind when I go on vacation. Well, that's it. Everything's set up. Indoor camera, outdoor camera, the detectors, the Siren. I could add the carbon monoxide detector, smoke detector, and so on. But already, in terms of security, we're doing pretty well. So, the Netatmo ecosystem works very well, and through the app, as you've seen, adding a product is super easy. I really want to thank you for watching this video. Don't hesitate if you have any questions. You'll find all the links in the description to the Netatmo products. But if you have any questions, you can contact me, of course, through the YouTube comments. I try to answer them, but it takes me a lot of time, or on Instagram, I reply more easily, but it still takes me quite a bit of time. I'll see you again soon in another video. In the meantime, take care and see you very soon.